Your English is perfect when no one is listening. You shadow along with podcasts. You repeat sentences clearly. You speak whole paragraphs without stopping. And then someone walks into the room, and everything falls apart. The words disappear. Your voice gets smaller. Your sentences get shorter. Your confidence gone. You freeze, and you think, what happened to my English? It was right there, a minute ago. I'm Alex. This is Imperfect English, and today I'm going to explain exactly what happened, and more importantly, how to fix it. First, I want you to know something. You are not imagining this. This is real. Your English really is better when you are alone. And it really does fall apart when someone is watching. This is one of the most common experiences in language learning. Almost every learner feels this, and there is a very good reason for it. It is not about your English level. It is not about how much you have studied. It is about something happening in your brain. When you are alone, your brain feels safe. No one is watching. No one is judging. No one is waiting. So your brain relaxes. And when your brain relaxes, it can access language easily. The words come, the sentences form, the English flows. But the moment another person appears, everything changes. Your brain detects something, a person, watching, waiting, and your brain says, danger, not real danger. But the brain cannot always tell the difference between a lion in the jungle and a person waiting for you to finish your sentence. Both feel threatening. Both trigger the same response. Your brain goes into alert mode. And in alert mode, language is the first thing to go. Repeat after me. My English is better when I am alone. This is real. It is not my English level, it is my brain. When someone watches me, my brain feels danger. And language is the first thing to go. Good. Let me explain what actually happens in your brain when you are speaking to someone. You feel their eyes on you. You feel the silence when you pause. You feel their expression. Are they confused? Are they waiting? And your brain picks up all of these signals. And it starts to do something very unhelpful. It starts monitoring, not just your grammar, like we talked about in the last episode. Everything. Your pronunciation, your vocabulary, your speed, your tone, your face, your hands, all at the same time, while also trying to find the right words, while also listening to what the other person is saying, while also forming your next sentence. That is too much. Your brain cannot do all of that at once, so it starts dropping things, and the first thing it drops is the language itself. The words you know go quiet. The sentences you practiced disappear. The English you were speaking perfectly 5 minutes ago is suddenly not there. This is called performance anxiety. Performance anxiety means you can do something when you practice, but when it is time to perform in front of other people, the anxiety gets in the way. Musicians feel it, athletes feel it, actors feel it, and English learners feel it every single day. Repeat after me. When someone watches me, my brain starts monitoring everything. It tries to do too much at once. And the language disappears. This is called performance anxiety. It happens to everyone, not just me. Good. Really good. Here is something interesting. This experience has a name in psychology, the study of how the mind works. It is called the audience effect. The audience effect means the presence of other people changes how you perform. Sometimes the audience effect helps. Athletes often perform better in front of a crowd. The energy of the audience pushes them. But for complex skills, skills that require a lot of thinking, the audience effect makes things worse. And language, especially a second language, is one of the most complex skills the human brain performs. It requires memory, grammar, pronunciation, listening, and thinking, all at the same time. So when someone is watching, when you feel the pressure of another person's attention, that extra pressure overwhelms the system, and the language breaks down. Now here is the important part. This does not mean you are bad at English. It means your brain is normal. It means you are experiencing exactly what every language learner experiences when they move from practicing alone to speaking with real people. The gap between alone and with people is normal. The goal is not to remove that gap completely. The goal is to make it smaller and smaller and smaller until the version of you that speaks alone and the version of you that speaks with people are much more similar. That is what we are building. Repeat after me. The audience effect is real. It happens to everyone. I am not bad at English. My brain is normal. The gap between alone and with people is normal. I am making it smaller every time I practice. Good. So here is the problem. Most English learners practice alone. They shadow podcasts alone. They repeat sentences alone. They talk to themselves alone. And all of that is good. I encourage it. I talk about it in every episode. But alone practice only trains one version of you, the calm version, the safe version, the version with no audience. It does not train the version that speaks under pressure. It does not train the version that has someone watching. And so, when that moment comes, when a real person is in front of you, you are completely unprepared for the feeling. Not because your English is bad, but because your brain has never practiced speaking English while also feeling nervous. Think about it like this. Imagine a football player who only trains alone. He practices his kicks perfectly. He practices his moves perfectly. He is very, very good, alone. But the moment he is in a real game, with other players, a crowd, a referee, he falls apart. Not because he doesn't know how to play, but because he never practiced under pressure. The pressure itself is a skill, and skills have to be trained. So the solution is not to practice more alone. The solution is to start practicing with pressure. Small pressure at first, then a little more, then more, until pressure becomes normal. Repeat after me. Practicing alone only trains one version of me. The calm version. I also need to train the version under pressure. Pressure is a skill, and skills have to be trained. I will practice with pressure. Starting small. Good, really good. So how do you practice under pressure? Here is a simple plan that works. It has 4 levels. You start at level 1. When level 1 feels easy, You move to level 2, and so on. Level 1. Talk to yourself out loud, not in your head, out loud. When you are alone, describe what you are doing, out loud, with your real voice. I am making coffee. The water is hot. I am adding sugar. This sounds small, but it is not small. Using your real voice, your actual speaking voice, is very different from thinking English in your head. Your mouth has to work. Your breath has to work. Your voice has to work. Do this every day for 1 week. Level 2. Record yourself. Take your phone. Press record. Speak for 1 minute about any topic. Your day, a movie you watched, something you learned. 1 minute every day. Now there is a tiny audience, future you, listening back. That small pressure is real. Your brain feels it, and it starts to practice performing. Level 3. Speak to one safe person. Find one person you trust completely, a friend, a family member, someone who will not judge you. Speak to them in English for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. The topic does not matter. The grammar does not matter. The only rule is, do not stop. Keep going, even when it is hard, even when it feels wrong. Keep going. Level 4. Speak to a stranger. Online. A language exchange app, a ChatGPT voice conversation, any stranger who speaks English. 5 minutes. Same rule. Do not stop. Each level gets harder. Each level trains your brain to handle more pressure. And over time, the gap between your alone English and your with people English gets smaller and smaller. Repeat after me. I will practice with pressure. Level 1. Speak out loud when I am alone. Level 2. Record myself speaking. Level 3. Speak to one safe person. Level 4. Speak to a stranger. Each level trains my brain. The gap is getting smaller. Good. That was really good. I want to leave you with one last thought. The person who speaks English perfectly alone, but falls apart with people, is not a bad English speaker. They are an undertrained English speaker. There is a difference. Bad means you don't have the skill. Undertrained means you have the skill, but you haven't practiced it in the right conditions yet. You are undertrained, not bad, and undertrained can be fixed with the right practice, in the right conditions, starting today. Repeat after me. I am not bad at English. I am undertrained. There is a difference. I have the skill. I just need to practice it under pressure. And I am starting today. Good. If this episode helped you, subscribe to Imperfect English. We put out a new episode every week. Slow, clear, made for you. We will be here. I'm Alex. This is Imperfect English. Take care.